Good morning. So earlier this summer, I received this phone call from one of the colleges that I've been interested in applying to. It was more of an introductory phone call as they tried to answer some of my questions I had about their school and to get some of my information for their files. They wanted my ACT score, GPA, that sort of thing. Towards the end of the conversation, they began asking me questions about what area of study I was interested in, and to their slight surprise, I told them that I had no idea. They then asked me, "Have you ever considered what you see yourself doing in 10 years?" To which I said, when I was 4, I wanted to be a paleontologist. When I was 6, I wanted to be a nurse. 8 was when I wanted to be a teacher. And between then and now, I've considered being an architect, a lawyer, an engineer, a pediatrician, and the new Steve Irwin. They decided to rephrase their question, and they asked me, "What do you want to do when you grow up?" Now, I can honestly tell you all that that question is one of the few things I truly hate in the world, mainly because I don't have an answer, but also because I can never really tell what they're truly asking me. What do they mean when they say grown up? Now, medical professionals tell us that the average human body is fully grown between the ages of 17 and 21. If this is true, then right now, I would be considered fully grown. So my answer is, I want to be doing what I'm doing right now. Going to school, hanging out with my friends. That's what I want to do when I grow up. But that answer doesn't always sit well all the time with college people. The MIT Young Adult Development Project says that the average human brain isn't fully mature until the age of 25. They like to explain it as, the rental car companies have it right. Our brain is not fully mature at 16 when we're allowed to drive, or at 18 when we're allowed to vote, or even 21 when we're allowed to drink. But rather, our brain is mature closer to the age of 25 when we're allowed to rent a car. Now, if this is true, should I really be answering these questions now? Can I even consider these answers to the questions? Now, it's taken me a while to figure out, but when people ask me the question, what do you want to do when you grow up? They want me to buy into the idea that becoming a grown-up, or growing up in general, is marked by a definitive point in my life. And this is an idea that I've truly struggled with, because I know that I've felt grown up multiple times over my 17 years of life. For example, I first felt grown up in 4th grade. I was the tallest person in the hallway, the fastest person on the playground, and I was best friends with the principal, school janitor, and nurse. And then they put me in a middle school, where the only thing I knew was that an 8th grader was going to shove me into a locker. By the time I made it to 8th grade myself, I felt like a grown-up again. I was the oldest person in my homeroom. I had a cell phone, we graduated, had a dance, wore makeup, stayed out late. We were grown up. And then they put us in high school, which I could have sworn would have been the death of me because I accidentally walked around the corner and walked right into the fist fight. It was terrifying. But now, as a senior in high school, I can tell you all that I kind of feel grown up again. I've been able to be part of organizations that have taught me how to lead and how to work in a group. I've been able to be a tennis captain. I've helped take a team to the state music tournament. And I've worked my butt off to get good grades in some of the hardest classes I've ever had to take. And although not always with grace or always successfully, I have learned a lot, I have matured, and I have grown up. I am a grown-up. But I also know that in less than a year, I will be a starting freshman in college, calling my mom more than twice a day, not feeling very grown up at all. And I'm oddly okay with that, because I believe that growing up is a process that can take all your life. You're always growing, always changing, and always adapting. You're always becoming a new person. Now, in retrospect, I know what the person on the phone wanted me to say when they asked me, what do you want to do when you grow up? They wanted me to say, I want to be that guy, the one who invents things, the one who helps people, the ones with the money or the beauty. But I do not have an answer that kind of aligns with those ideas. Instead, when the next person asks me, what do you want to do when you grow up? I think the only answer I will have for them is that I want to be doing what I'm doing right now. Learning, growing, caring, loving, and ready for whatever comes next. Thank you.